Greetings, true believers. Will Morin here with my review of A-Force #1 by The Marvel Comics. More specifically, by G. Willow Wilson and Jorge Molina, both of whom bring their A-game, or should I say their A-Force game, to this comic. Hearing myself say that, I think I answered my own question. I should never say that. That was like barely even a pun. Sorry. So let's talk about the art. Jorge Molina is great because he's one of those artists who has his own style, kind of like an exaggerated anatomy, sharp lines in the jaw and muscles, but he can switch it up and be a chameleon if someone asks him to. I've seen him do incredibly realistic pieces. I've seen him do more conventional comic book, slightly realistic, slightly cartoony pieces. He can really do a lot of different things and be good at all of them. I really like the style he chose for A-Force because he's not putting a lot of detail into the anatomy. Like, it's very simple anatomy, even in like a comic book sense, but he is putting a lot of detail into face, hair, clothes, textures, environments, a lot of things that just make the page pop out at you and really grab your attention visually. I also really need to give props to Laura Martin, the colorist on this book. Marvel has been hiring some great colorists, not just because they know how to use color effectively, but because every book has a different style of color, a different, like, most commonly used color, a different shade of color for different situations. It's just, and, you know, so like Howard the Duck has its own color style. Doctor Strange has its own color style. This color style that you find in A-Force is very much the A-Force color style, and it's awesome. So how does the writing match up to the art? Well, in a word, pretty damn well. That's actually multiple words. So G. Willow Wilson wrote the original A-Force book, which was a Secret Wars tie-in from last year that took place in an alternate universe, and she's really great with this book of making it accessible to people who didn't read that book, while also, in a way, making it a sequel to that book. So basically what G. Willow Wilson does to bridge the gap between the two books, she takes a character from the alternate universe who's able to travel through dimensions and drops her into the main Marvel universe that most of us know, and shenanigans ensue. Basically, she keeps running into characters who, in her timeline, were members of A-Force, but obviously in this main Marvel timeline, they haven't become A-Force yet, or they're not A-Force right now. So depending on if you read that book or if you skipped it, you'll either be just as confused as these people she's running into, claiming to know while they have never met her before, or you'll kind of like feel for her because she's just trying to find her friends. And these are sort of her friends, but not really. There's actually a line of dialogue in this book that I feel like is a jab at a academic who critiqued the original A-Force book. Basically, this person was mad that the outfits the superhero women were wearing were too revealing, to which G. Willow Wilson said, yes, that's the idea. I mean, superheroes are based off of circus strongmen, so it would make sense that superheroes wear leotards. But Miss Willow Wilson didn't stop there. She dropped this bit of dialogue on, I forget the page, but it was there if you read it. So whether you're interested in A-Force, already read the original A-Force, or just like when G. Willow Wilson insults people subliminally, this book has it all. I strongly suggest A-Force #1. Please add it to your pull, unless you have like a shitload ridiculous amount of comics that you're already pulling that you can barely afford. I do that sometimes, so I get it. But if you're not like that, worth getting. Once again, I'm Will Morin. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you've already read A-Force. Tell me if you liked it or disliked it. All that good business. And thank you for watching.